You go to church, but you still doing the same thing I do. You go to church, but you still doing the same thing I do. How many of y'all have ever heard that before? God bless you. Just a real talk video. You know, a lot of people, when they get delivered, they try to hold on and hang around the same ones that was doing what they used to do. And if you're not careful enough, they will drag you into doing what you used to do. But have you ever heard that saying, but look at you, you go to church. I don't even go to church, but you go to church and you still doing the same thing I do. So in other words, what make you think you better than me? You go to church, you on the deacon board, you singing in the choir, you one of the trustees, but soon as church is over with, you hanging with me. You more drunker than I am. You club more than me. You get more high than me. You smoke more weed than I do. So why is it you going to church? See, the power of God, my brothers and sisters, is so powerful that God can deliver you from whatever it is that you are dealing with. As I think about Sister Didi, as she said in her video, the power, why are we not using this power? P.P. Drawings talked about that power also. Why are we not using that power? Well, I heard Many Man the other day on Blog Talk, he talked about that power. We have that power. And here it is. We want to keep looking like the world. Now, let's just be for real. Some people going to listen at you, some not. But it's your job to change. Oh, yeah. See, God does the change, and all I can do is pray for you and tell you about God's goodness and what God has done for me. But it is up to you to want to change. How many of y'all right now trying your best to change, but you are easily influenced by those ones you are hanging around? I'm trying my best, brother, to quit doing this, to quit doing that, but when I get around him or when I get around her, you know, it causes me to stumble, and I just can't quit. I can't stop. I got to be around them. See, you got to get you a new set of friends. See, everybody's not going to be in agreement with your change. Everybody's not going to like you when you change. Let me tell you something off top. Most Christian folks are not going to like you when you change for God. Or should I say religious folks? Because your change is for self. And if you are not willing to make that step and change, then how else will you ever get help? Because you must recognize first within self that I got something wrong with me and that I need a change. But I'm going to church every week, more than one side of the week. But I'm coming out the building still looking the same way. See, the difference between the brothers and sisters in the world and the ones inside of the church, people in the world, they not ashamed. You know what they do. They'll tell you what they do. And some of them even proud of what they do. Man, you know I'm going to get drunk. That's my everyday thing, bro. Go to the store, get high, give me something to drink, watch me some on TV. Look at football or whatever. That's my everyday routine. So they let you know, they let it be known how they are. And they'll tell you, you know what? I'm proud of you, man. Go on and go to church. Man, you're going to be the one to change. But I just can't change right now. But I gotta ask you this again. Why are you looking more worse than me and you are going to church? Where is this power at? Who is this God you're talking about? Because it looked like it's not even in you. How many people have ever played in some of these groups, musicians? Go out with some of these groups and you playing with them and they in there hollering out hallelujah and trying to get everybody on their feet. And soon as the musical is over with, they go get high and sleep around with each other. They really are fighting with their addiction. But they claiming in the song, they just sung that I got power, power, Lord, power. But where's the power? All this praying and singing and preaching and laying hands and speaking in tongues, but soon as you leave that building, you got to sleep with the one you was just singing beside. What's wrong, musicians? What's wrong, preachers? So how is it you going to church, but You look more worse than me. At least I like when they say in the world that at least I got enough respect not to go off inside God's house and disrespect God's house. I'd rather do my dirt on the side. Because I know I got a problem running women, so I'm not going to even go in there because first thing I'm going to do is going to try to sleep with whoever I see up in that choir stand. I want all the women. So I'd rather just stay out here, even though that's a bad thing. But my point is, people on the inside of the building that know better should be doing better. We must lead by an example. And our example is Christ. It shouldn't be no begging for money church. It shouldn't be no homosexuality in the church on leadership positions. Now, let me say this again. God's building stay open. Anybody's welcome. But notice I'm talking about leadership. Because if you're a homosexual, you are lost. You don't need to be in leadership. If you are begging preaching, you don't need to be in a pulpit. If you are an usher with a mean attitude and can't stand nobody, you don't need to be on the usher board. If you got a problem running the women and sleeping around deacons, you do not need to be on the deacon board. Once I go on, y'all catching my drift? We must lead by an example. But why am I still hanging with you? When you claim that you are better than me, but you the one going to church, and your lifestyle looks worse than mine. I had to drive you home the other night because you left the club drunk and you was the deacon. Or girl, I had to put you in the backseat of that car because you were so drunk, but you sure stumbled in church that Sunday morning and got the nerve to get on the praise team. But you say you are better than me. I'll let y'all meditate on that. God bless you. God keep you. Peace.